You know, one of the things I noticed on that intro is the amount of teams that are already out. If you look at that intro, I'm like, they're out, he's out, they're out, they're out, they're out. So look, guys, we have to kick off with AFCON. We simply have to kick off with AFCON. So we're going to talk about Egypt being knocked out. How I was wrong, and I will explain everything and explain my picks. We have to react to Egypt-Congo, Egypt going out, Congo winning on penalties, the penalty shootout itself, what this means for the Salah legacy, and can Salah get free meals in Cairo, unlike Abu Trika? So that has to be done because is this Salah's last chance ever to win an AFCON? Then we're also now going to talk about Neymar apparently being overweight. Talk about, of course, your boy Rashford partying in Belfast, and then we'll obviously have to do a little bit of a preview of the AFCON games to come, specifically Senegal against Ivory Coast, because trust me, especially with this game, Côte d'Ivoire and Senegal, that could be a serious game itself. That could be a serious game itself. So, again, shout out to everybody in the streets. Shout out to the streets. What's up? Shout out to all my guys in the streets, your boys, Splash, all those dudes, man. Shout out to everyone in the streets, man. So yeah, shout out to your boy Tari, shout out to your boy Miss V, what's up your boy Miss V, Abracadabra, shout out to your boy Mr. Jobman, shout out to the members, what's up baby, GS, Mr. Jobman 49, shout out to all the members, up those piece, members, put up some emojis, remember, members, you have the emojis, put up some emojis, members, put up those emojis that you have, my members, man. So, let's get to it, man, because let's just get straight to it right now. So, let me just put up my stream marker right now. Okay, now, people have attacked me, and they said that I jinxed Egypt. And I resent that accusation, because I'll be real with you, I'm shocked that their Congo won. Okay, and also, Miss B, I was seeing your tweets, bro. Congolese themselves thought that they would lose, based on just how these guys were breaking the entire game. But I think when you look at the larger context here, if you're Egyptian, you can't be shocked, because this Egyptian team is bad, and Egypt have not played well at all this tournament. They have been completely crap and horrible this entire tournament. So I just do not know what else to say for my Egyptian peeps, man, because it's like, even with 11 against 11, this Egypt team just lacks that extra bite. And that is why I'm linking this with Salah, because I think it was Adizabru who made this point. You normally only get 2 chances to fail in a final. Very rarely do you get given 3 chances. Now, obviously, because AFCON is more frequent, you may get more, but more times than not, you are really only given 2 chances to fail in a final. Messi failed the first time. He succeeded the second time. For Salah, you've had 2 bites of the cherry. 2 real good bites of the cherry. And those are 2 games that were pretty close games. And you bricked it twice. It is unlikely we're going to give you a third go around. It's just going to be unlikely. So, because now, who knows? Because, I mean, the AFCON is in a few years, and we go so, but Salah is now entering into the twilight of his career. But I think the key thing, which was we saw from Egypt, is this Egypt team, like that Egypt team, I think in 2017 when they faced Cameroon, For me, I think that was Salah's chance. You see, that Egypt team from the previous AFCON, they were serviceable, but I don't think that they were really at the peak. I don't think they really had that quality. And with these kinds of tournaments, you have to strike when the iron is hot, because Messi knew that, bro, this is the team. This is the team. The balance is right. The tactics are right. The coaching is right. I have to go out there and execute. And Messi went to Qatar and he executed and did what he had to do. Again, help with Qatar, it is what it is. But he did what he had to do. First of all, Salah, you have to realize when the team is right, the situation is right, and you have to execute. And the thing about the final is, it comes down to that superstar. It's all about the difference maker. Like the person who, more times than not, the people who decides finals. Go ask Pele. Go ask R9. Go ask Maradona. The people who decide a final are those superstar players. They're the guys who decide the final. And Salah, that is what you had to. And you had 2 times. 2 times you had a chance to decide it, and you couldn't, man. But you've got to give a shout out to Congo. Give a shout out to Congo in the sense of, like, when it went to penalties, I thought they'd lose. I'm like, bro, you had your chance. You had your opportunity. I think you've messed up here. So, but when it went to the keepers, I was like, okay, like now when the Egyptian keeper missed, I was like, I still thought, no, I think this guy is going to miss. And it was actually a pretty good penalty, But what I want to know is that, see, I just thought that it was like 11-10. But I think there was an Egyptian player before the keeper. So now, I know that I remember Chelsea-Bayern, I think Neuer went third. But I think Neuer is just known for taking penalties. So my thing is that keeper known for taking penalties? If he's fine. If he isn't, and it looks like if he isn't because that was a horrendous penalty, why didn't an outfield player go before him? So why did he go before an outfield player? That's what I didn't really understand. So, I mean, we will talk more about Salah and the permutations, but AK, thoughts? Reaction to this result, man?
Yeah, HH, my point with Egypt is, like, I understood why you picked them from a narrative point of view, but there was no reason to pick Egypt to win this competition from a footballing sense.
Oh, no. It had nothing to do with football. Like, AK, this tournament when it comes to this tournament, it's about life.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with quality. It's literally about life and just gate, so.
Yeah, I disagree that Salah's chance was 2017. I think it was 2019 when they were at home and they lost to South Africa in the round.
Oh, yeah.
That should have been the tournament that he should have been gate marked as, I need to win this, because he was in his prime and, Egypt were at home and all that. But I think, in regards to Egypt, bro, the thing that got them to the final last year was the defense.
Yeah.
And at the very least, you could count on these guys to, not concede, even if they wouldn't score.
No, but also they were pretty good at penalties. Like, I'm shocked that they missed in their first 5 penalties.
Yeah. Like, that's the other thing. Like, I thought.
Don't worry, Elijah will come to you, bro. It will come to you, bro.
Yeah, I thought I was shocked that Mustafa Mohammed missed this penalty, because he's usually a very good taker. But, bro, shout out to Congo, but we have to talk about some of those players.
Oh, no. Horrible.
Masuaku is one of the worst players I have had my eyes laid on. But Kambu, I didn't know how he was that bad. I thought Congolese people were exaggerating. He was horrible. Yet somehow they were able to pull it through.
No, but did you know what this is now? And again, let's just be real. AK is that whoever, because I think it's them against Guinea, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's be real. Whoever comes out of that kind of Senegal, Ivory Coast, Mali area, you should feel confident if you now come into a semi against either Guinea or these guys.
I wouldn't be sure, because HH, did you know that the stadium capacity for the morning game, the earlier game was 40,000?
Oh, wow.
It was all Guineans. I think it was 38, 39, something close to that. It was all Guineans. They have home advantage here, so like they'll I think they'll do well.
Okay.
But let's see, man. I'm just worried about Tuesday. I hope these guys actually
No.
can
Okay, see.
finish.
Right now, this is great because now don't ask me who's going to win the AFCON. Now I genuinely don't know
Well,
because my thing was I could see the narrative of Egypt. I've already said that Senegal are the best team, but normally the best team doesn't always win. A lot of times the best footballing team doesn't always win, and I think that happened with Senegal. Senegal, they're the best team, but
another
we've
thing, like look at every North African team is eliminated except for Morocco.
you're flying the flag. You're the only guys flying the flag. Man.
I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, but shout out to Congo, man. Like they were the better team today. Like
Yeah,
they
overall,
were
yeah.
better than Egypt. So ultimately, I think they deserved it based on the balance of the game.
Elijah, man, you were right. Elijah, you were.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you your dues. You were right.
Double H, I want to write a double-spaced apology to Elijah.
Oh no, wait, no,
I'm sorry.
please. Everybody in the streets, please put down hashtag sorry Elijah. Everybody in the streets right now, put down hashtag sorry Elijah. Hashtag sorry Elijah, man.
Bro,
Okay. How did you guess that, knowing that these guys are actually good at penalties?
This is for the this W is for Lumumba. This W is for Mobutu. This W is for Kinshasa. This W is for Mujimai. This W is for my people in the east of the Congo struggling. Stop laughing. My niece is this W this W is for the people, man. Like this W, we needed this W. AJ, this is our first win against Egypt in AFCON since AFCON 1970.
Wow.
We have not beaten Egypt in an AFCON game. Well, I guess it's a draw, but because of permutations, but we've not beaten Egypt in that long. I don't remember the last time we beaten Egypt in a regular game anyway. But like this W is massive. I couldn't watch extra time because I just couldn't do it.
So, because how the hell did you watch penalties, bro? I couldn't watch penalties. Bro, Nigeria wasn't involved. I couldn't even watch the penalties fully. I was nervous for some strange reason. So
I got scared when Maswaku, that idiot, moved his pen.
No, because that's before. No, when that happens, because, bro, I know that penalties is 50-50. When a team misses and you go after, you have to score.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to lose. Like, let's be really honest. Like, and then my thing was with Mpasi, our goalkeeper. It's like he wasn't trying to save shots. He sat still, sitting duck. Like he get into this. Like I don't know what he was trying to do. I was like, bro, go save a shot. And then, like at least the Egyptian goalkeeper got a chance. Like he got a hand onto the second last penalty. Like if he had saved that, oh yeah, that's raps. We're going out. But
actually, no. I actually want to, because I'm going to put this out as a poll, because I think I've said it before. Penalties, power or placements? Because there's advantages for both. Because if you go for basically, if power is on target, keeper can't save it. But there's a chance of it goes over the bar. If you go for placement, it's on target, but it can be very weak, which means that it's very easy to save if the keeper dives the right way. So what do you go for? For me, I've always gone for placement. When I was in school, placements always.
I was power, but I kept it on the ground. That was me.
Yeah, I can't do that, bro.
To sky it or try to, rugby conversion, kicking field goals in the NFL. That just wasn't my thing. But if you power, I've told kids. I have a buddy of mine who's actually a coach for the youth team. He tells his kid, if you're power, on the ground. But then if it's placement, like I think it was, whose penalty was it? That was it was a roller, like literally rolled on the ground and went in. Like it was insane. Normally penalties like that do not go in. It's a huge dub. My thing again, why in the world? Because I'm not gonna say any foul language because my niece is literally
So
Why
real
is
quick.
Bakambu still starting?
Oh no. But also, wait. When your keeper took the penalty, was he the last one to take, or did he go before an
No,
outfield player?
we had an extra taker because Egypt had a red card.
So for the Egyptian keeper, did he go before an outfield player, or was it the last man for Egypt?
It looks like he was the last man. I got to read that taker card because, like, if I look at the card, it went outfield. There's supposed to be an extra outfield taker before the keeper. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So there's supposed to be another outfield player taking a penalty before he did. Because of that red, he was basically the last guy.
Exactly. So most of the people's streets are going for placements.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
it's true. I'm actually surprised how low power is, because I think I think it's where the defenders tend to go for power, and defenders I think defenders actually have a good record of actually scoring their penalties, because you see the advantage of both. If you can get it on target, a keeper can't save it.
They can't save it.
Power,
No.
it's unsavable. Just that the risk is, with so much power, there's a risk of it going over the bar. But for
it's not just that; it's also just being simple.
The best penalty taker I've ever seen is Balotelli. And I think you've seen other guys like Messi and so forth copy the thing, which is waits for the keeper to move, and you go the other way. So Balotelli, he goes, stops, waits for the keeper to move his weight, he then places it the other way. You can never miss. You can never miss.
I legit think
I agree.
the red card cost Egypt, in my opinion. That was a very disappointing thing to see Egypt lose discipline, because I've known Egypt being disciplined, but they weren't, and that was really tough to see. And then extra time, I was so confused. I was like, why are we playing +4? But then I noticed there's this like thing going on with Egyptian players falling left and right. I was not a fan of that. Again, like, I've known Egypt being clean, disciplined style of play. Sorry, that's the Discord.
Bro, they always do that, man. Come on, they always do that. Like,
that was really
Elijah. You watch the AFCON games. They're like masters of time wasting. Like, every stoppage is a medical timeout with them. Like, I swear.
It was so embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Not okay. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm a Congolese man. But my pain is really in Salah's. My pain is really with Salah.
No. We'll get to Salah because that's a separate thing. So,
Elijah, you should be happy. Elijah, you should be happy.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Let me come to Abdallah. So Abdallah,
I want to apologize.
actually no. Before I go to Abdallah, let me just. So this is what someone wrote. Now, again, never paint everybody with one paintbrush. So not every Egyptian thinks like this. So that would be unfair. Just as how I say, don't just assume that all Nigerian guys are scam artists and everything, because that would be an unfair thing to do. But this was something an Egyptian fan posted on my reaction. Hold up, if I can bring it up. Hold up. Share. Can I share screen? Damn it. Sorry. There we go. There we go. There we go. So for people who are listening on the podcast, as an Egyptian, I just want to play against the black African side again. You guys practice black magic and shit.
What the?
Again, this is just one Egyptian. So no, because we all love Hazem, and I know several Egyptian people. So don't just say, "Oh, that's how." This guy is just a freaking bozo. I just thought this was just abuse that he'd reacted by saying this sort of stuff. And also, I'm sorry, Elijah, I didn't see any dust being thrown.
No. I saw.
Because Andrew Ayew did throw some dust.
I saw a lot of Christian Congolese were doing their fasting. There's a guy who was actually on TikTok. He didn't fast. He didn't eat since Friday, and today he actually got to eat. I saw another. There's a few Congolese Muslim guys I know. Said, "Bro, we've been praying nonstop." It's like this, when I mean how big this win is in terms of national importance. We haven't won AFCON in 50 years. And to have beaten the most successful team in Africa is huge.
Oh, no,
Mind you, that
and also, let's be real. Now, I know, like, AK made the key points where Guinea seems to have home. Because I watched that Guinea game, I was like, bro, this crowd seems to be very, very pro Guinea. So that's now going to be very. But again, in a quarter, I think it can go everywhere. So let me come to Abdallah. So Abdallah, thoughts on the game and on the results.
Honestly, the best team won. I've liked what Congo have been doing, and congrats on the win, Elijah. You deserve it. I don't know what's happening to Egypt. They're meant to be African royalty.
Yeah, but people look at Germany. Germany have won the World Cup 4 times. Look at Italy have won the World Cup 4 times. It happens.
And I'm going to be shameless. More is over Salah. Come on.
Wait, okay, Lolo. Okay, look. We'll get to the shameless afterwards, man.
Because let's be honest. If he really wanted to be there, because let's not be honest, I'm not even being shameless. I won't be surprised if he's fit for the next game for Liverpool. Don't be surprised. I won't be surprised. Probably inject him, inhaler attacks, etc., etc. I won't be surprised.
Okay, wait, hold up. Because we'll talk about Salah. So let me just first hit this basic thing. I want to talk about Salah. So first is the shake my head. I knew John David Watson would miss his. Actually, it's true. Yeah, I'm not remembering what he looks like. There is a slight resemblance of him and John David. Yeah, Hamza C. Those Congo players in sudden death should, bro. You see, that's because when you see Elijah, when he said he'd win on pens, I was like, bro, Egypt are penalty experts, but Congo only missed one penalty. I'm like, that was basically. I was shocked by how far Congo took Egypt and how many penalties and how good their penalties were and how they were able to. And also, you're going up against a guy who is a known person who saved Sadio Mane's penalty in a freaking final. So that's I was shocked. I was shocked.
I saw it coming. Egypt.
Wait, hold on. Okay, Omar Rashidi. Lashin was there before the goalkeeper. Same guy missed at the final. Oh, same guy missed the final. Damn. EFA, so the Egyptian Football Association, the biggest corporate for the states of the national team. You see, look, for me, you know what? I have to put this towards the manager because I'm like, the team just did not look good. And this is what I've always been advocating. If you look at that Egypt 3-piece, correct me if I'm wrong, was it the same manager who was Egyptian, who won all those 3 AFCONs? It was an Egyptian. My thing is, I'm always an advocate where hire your local coaches, and especially if the most successful team in the continent and one of the most successful managers is Egyptian, why the hell are you hiring these foreign coaches? Why?
If they're fruit sellers, you can't really employ them, can you? If they're fruit sellers.
Who?
If the options are just fruit sellers, you can't exactly employ.
No. For me, I don't. I told you there should be a rule where you have to employ. You have to hire local coaches. It should be a must.
You also look at it. If you're Egypt, do not overreact on this. There's literally an AFCON 18 months from now. There's literally AFCON 2025.
Okay, so you say that they should keep the same coach.
I wouldn't say the same coach, but I don't think people should. I don't think they should overreact.
Isn't AFCON every 2 years?
Yeah, but because normally.
But no, because this was supposed to. This is still called AFCON 2023. Because it was supposed to take place in the summer.
Okay. It was supposed to take place in somewhere up north, but I guess there was a situation they moved it. Normally, it stays now. It's normally played now. But if it's in North Africa, it's in the European summer, which is understandable because they're on the other side of the equator. But
fair enough.
The next one is in Morocco. And that one's going to be after the European season ends. That makes sense.
Okay. So now let's hold on. Let's address Lala. So let me come first to Hokage, then I'll come to the other guys, man. So it's a simple question in the Hokage is now 18 months is not that far away, but we have to look at the facts of what's going to happen to Salah at the end of this season. Most likely with Klopp leaving, people are assuming that he's going to leave as well, or perhaps go to Saudi. do you see Salah ever winning AFCON? Or do you think he'll have another chance winning AFCON? Or do you think, no, you've missed your boat?
Yeah, I don't think you could disregard him for the next AFCON because from this team of Egypt players now, it's going to be basically the same team, right? Maybe some new guys emerge. Maybe Omar Marmoush goes and has like one decent season till then, but it's going to be the same players. I think Salah's in another little peak of his again, but I don't think he will be at the same level in 18 months' time. I think there will be a decline, or not a massive decline, but he won't be as good as he was coming into this tournament. I don't think so. I don't think he'll be able to sustain it. The Egypt team will be older and the same, so pretty much worse. Yeah, I don't think so. And if you don't win the AFCON, like this is my thing. Like,
that's where I'm gonna go. Say it. Go for it.
So when we talk about like my criteria for you being the best player of all time or the best player in a continent, you have to at least give me, if you want to be considered the best player in a continent, give me the continental trophy, right? You could be talked about amongst some of the greats, so like top 5, but you could never be number 1 spot without that continental trophy. Or if we're talking,
unless you see, for instance, if Ibrahimovic could give me like a UCL, I would not say that you have to win Euros for Sweden. So just like George Weah can be in the corner because, bro, it's freaking Liberia.
Yeah.
So what he did in the club was so great. But why Salah is so bad is that you literally play for the most successful team.
Yeah, that's what
in the
I was
continent.
Say. That's what I was gonna say. It's like if R9 never won a World Cup with Brazil. It's kind of like the same level. So, and when we're talking about the GOATs of a continent, you have to give me an AFCON, bro. And the reason I give less leeway to African footballers is because it's every 2 years. This tournament is every 2 years. Your chances of winning this is much higher than teams in Europe, in Asia. You know what I mean? And you've had all these opportunities. I think two finals, right?
Hukagi.
2 or 3 finals.
Don't say Hukagi. Don't say that. Don't say that.
What do you mean, Core? What are you talking about?
No. Ignore him. Cool.
But yeah,
cool.
so
no, go, okay. Let me just make an argument, and this just for argument's sake. Salah can say, okay, I'm using a Neymar argument. This is like it's the Neymar complex. If you give me Abu Trika and that golden generation, out of one, you give me a whole bunch of bombs.
That doesn't make sense.
Just for argument's sake. You see, I know my response now, but just for argument's sake.
For argument's sake, it's like Neymar. I can remember World Cup games where Neymar's carried that team. Neymar's shown up. Like, I can come out of World Cup like 2014 and say he didn't win it, fine, but I saw Neymar stand out.
Yeah.
Did I see Salah stand out to that level in an AFCON yet? That's the question that should be asked.
Yeah.
Because it might. Sorry, go.
And the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure, I'm not the biggest African Confederation like expert, right? But I'm pretty sure there have been players that have won AFCONs with teams with the same quality as Salah's. Like, in terms of AFCON, like when we're talking about like the World Cup, I think you can make that argument. But in terms of like Africa, I feel like I don't know. I feel like that argument doesn't really work. Actually, I don't know where I was going with that, but Salah's never shown up. I've only kept up with this AFCON, the last AFCON, and 2019 in Algeria. Those are the only AFCONs I've like actually seriously kept up with. He never like impressed. He never impressed me, in my opinion. And maybe this was the tournament because he was coming into such fine form, but it's unfortunate he got injured, and it is what it is. So. Because
my thing here is that I find it very insulting when there are people who you don't watch AFCON at all. You totally disregard the tournaments, and because this guy has won the Champions League and has won the Premier League, you actually put him inside a conversation. Is he one of the greatest African players ever? That is so insulting, because you're like, wait, hang on. Now we can never appraise Egypt for the World Cup because that's a big thing. But how can he even be in the conversation for one of the greatest African players ever when You've never won the AFCON. You've never performed at an AFCON. You've never been one of the best players in your team at an AFCON, and you play for one of the most successful AFCON teams. Like this case against him is so scathing. It's crazy.
And it's every 2 years. I think the every 2 years thing is so important too for when we're talking about the African, when we're talking about Africa as a content. Like I feel like the every 2 years thing is so big that a lot of people don't mention. You have so many opportunities to show up.
Basically, because that's why, like, I'm sorry. Can I put Salah ahead of Mahrez? I don't think I can. Like, because when we weigh both things, okay, Salah, you've made a bigger impact.
I put him over Mahrez because, like, nah. For me, I
No,
think
wait, no, but okay, let's weigh both things as well. So Salah, Premier League, Champions League, Mahrez, Premier League, Champions League, and you've performed even in the UCL thing that's no one. You performed. Remember that's a Real Madrid game. Who scored that goal in second leg? It was Mahrez. And Mahrez has balled out in key UCL games for Man City, and you've also played a role in this Premier League dynasty. So I'd still see, but I'll still give Salah the dub club-wise. Internationally, Mahrez led that team. He led that Algeria team. Something that's what Mahrez did at that AFCON. What Mahrez did at that AFCON, Salah has never done for Egypt. Never.
Oh yeah. That free kick, no. Salah doesn't have that in his locker.
Okay, the whole tournament, he was the guy. Salah has never been that for Egypt at AFCON, which is what Mahrez was. So for me, why do I have to put Salah ahead of Mahrez if we're having an African conversation?
Double H, let me just input this. Against Ghana in 2017, he did score a free kick against us. And I think in 2017, that's the only AFCON I've seen him really perform for Egypt. But after that, I haven't.
Yeah, and also,
Are you talking about the World Cup?
You know what? I totally forgot about
this.
No,
they met us in the group stage. It was in the group stage against Ghana in 2017.
Because my thing that if you take in Leicester City, Salah, you've not done that. Like what Mahrez was for that Leicester City team and how he helped them win that league title. For me, in terms of Dodd, that is more than what Salah has done in his entire club career. Because yes, Salah did, but you had Mane, you had Van Dijk, and you're playing for Liverpool Football Club.
Not only that, this is an uncomfortable conversation. Mane is more of an African great than Salah. I put Mane above.
You can make that argument if you weigh both sides.
He delivered. Okay, he has fallen off, unlike Salah, but he actually delivered when it came to Africa, African heritage, and stepping up for his nation. Every time when Salah is needed, he goes missing or he doesn't perform. And let's have another second uncomfortable conversation. He may be a system merchant.
Well, people's argument is Roma and Fiorentina.
He needs Daddy Kloppy. He needs Daddy Kloppy.
No, but people's argument is Roma and Fiorentina.
But the thing is that Roma and Fiorentina, like the reason why the Salah rise was so crazy is that he was decent. He wasn't like the best player in Serie A at Roma. Like he was performing, right? But he wasn't like hit playing to the level that he did the next season at Liverpool. So I get Abdallah's argument. He was never like world beater at Roma and Fiorentina. Like people like they revised it because he came to Liverpool and had such a huge impact. He wasn't like honestly like HH. If you could go put yourself back in that time, were you thinking, oh, how many teams are going for Salah? No, only Liverpool was in for Salah that season, and maybe like 1-2 other teams. Like he wasn't an in-demand player.
See, for me, okay. Honestly speaking, I might still put Salah ahead of Mane if we're taking everything into account, because I just feel like if his club resume, because for me, I'm looking at both in terms of what he did internationally and what he did club-wise. So yes, Mane, you helped Senegal win. That was a team effort. It's like Mane did not carry that team. That was a quality team. And that was a whole team effort that did not rely on Mane to win that whole thing. So, but the thing with Mahrez is that we cannot forget Leicester City. Like for me, The City thing is one thing. I should thank you for someone even reminding me. That Leicester City is for me that says, oh, no. That's you. So if you combine Leicester City, Man City, and what he did for Algeria, that resume is better than Salah's resume.
Do you think it's popularity? Do you think it's popularity that a lot of people put Salah because he's like the most popular, like his Insta followers and everything, like because of his rise that one season leading Egypt to the World Cup and everything, he had this huge popularity boost. I feel like
I think it's Liverpool Premier League. Liverpool are one of the most popular clubs on the planet. So breaking the goals record. And this is what I always said. He is going to go down as one of the greatest Premier League players ever. And one of Liverpool's greatest ever players ever. So when you know the popularity of Liverpool and what he's done for that club, that's far. I don't care how many trophies City have won. City will never, ever come close to the popularity of Liverpool. Liverpool just have way too much history. So that Liverpool PR will completely trounce any City PR for Mahrez. And let's be real. City don't really promote Mahrez because Mahrez, you're playing with De Bruyne, Haaland and everything. But for Salah, you are arguably one of the key faces of our Liverpool team that is so popular. So because of that, anything he does, people will pull that over Mahrez. But the key thing is, how many Liverpool fans are going to be watching AFCON now that Salah is not there? Or how many would have tuned in if Salah was not there? None of them. So for most Liverpool fans, do you think these guys watch AFCON? Heck no. So for them, it's like, when is Salah playing? Okay, let's hope he wins. If he's out, if Egypt or Salah's out, they're not going to watch it. So they're like, hey, he's done amazing stuff for us. He's African. He's one of the best African players ever. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't work like that because everything matters, man. Everything matters. I mean, cool. Thoughts on the whole Salah thing, though?
Yeah. HH, I still consider him as a big good player. I think he's a big game player. I think I know it's a little bit harsh, but I'm also thinking about how Egypt has declined since 2008. They've massively declined. Ever since that AFCON in 2008 with Ghana, they haven't really been the same. They used to have players like
2008 with Ghana. 2008 with Ghana. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Ghana or with Ghana?
We lost. Remember, we lost to them. Ghana lost
in 2010, bro. 2010.
2010. Yeah. 2010. Sorry, 2010. Right? Ghana played Egypt in the AFCON final, and we lost to them. That Egypt team was good. You see. Look, I'm gonna say this. I do agree with what you're saying about Mahrez, but again, we have to also think about it this way. I think majority of the reason why Leicester won that Premier League trophy was because of N'Golo Kante. It wasn't real. Mahrez was part of it, but I think N'Golo Kante.
Mahrez was key.
He was a PFA Player of the Year.
It was Mahrez. I would say Mahrez, Vardy, N'Golo
Kante.
Yeah, in that order.
Like, maybe Mahrez was extremely important to that freaking team.
Oh, yes, he was. I'm not saying he isn't, but the way you make it seem like it's like he took this Leicester team and he was the only one who took them.
No. Okay, come on. It's a team effort. Yeah, but he was a standout performer for one of the most unlikely title wins ever. So what he did for Leicester City, Salah doesn't have that on his resume.
Yeah,
he does, not only like leading a team like that.
The year that he won the AFCON,
and I understand, but we have to also look at it this way. Okay, the team, these individuals that Salah is playing with now, this Egypt team is not really that good. And
so hold on, you said that though. How did they reach the final in the last AFCON? If you can reach a final, I think you're good enough.
Yeah, yes.
So because again, this just me being fair. As AK said, 2019, that's held in your home nation, and you were at your peak. Lost to South Africa. The last AFCON, you got to a final, and in a final, you look for your superstars to say what's up. 2017, you go to a final against not a very good Cameroon side. You couldn't say what's up. So what are we? I mean, what are we saying here?
I think the thing is, a lot of the players, a lot of like the players who used to be there in 2019 and so forth, they're getting a lot much older. You see, and you know, like players like, for example, El Neni, Helgazi and these guys, they're no more really in their prime. Remember, I told you, before this Egypt DR Congo game, I told you that Egypt, if you looked at the way they played against Ghana, especially in that game, they really weren't convincing. If a team pressed them very high up the pitch, and let's say like they counter pressed with their two double pivots, they could easily get the ball and create a chance because again, they're not really playing with that same energy that they used to play in 2019, and a lot of them are getting to their old age. So that's why I'm saying, like, for me personally, I really wasn't surprised Egypt lost because there was no creativity even in that midfield. All they were doing was passing the ball to the wing and hoping, someone would get, the ball from across.
No, yeah. I mean, no, look, see for me, look, I mean, AK, do you think Salah can win another AFCON? Do you think he'll get another chance if we're saying it's in 18 months' time?
Well, how much is a team gonna change in 18 months? Like, I don't think it will. 2025 AFCON, he has a better chance probably because it's held in the north of Africa. But I don't think he'll win it because I think first of all, what condition is he gonna be in? What condition is that team gonna be in? And we can only make a decision. I can't make a decision 18 months from time. We have to actually come close to the tournament and then evaluate. That's personally my opinion. But for me, like, I think I understand when Liverpool fans say Salah over Mahrez. Like, well, for me, I think I understand what they mean. Like, the less you make, the goals, the assists. Like, I understand why they think that. I understand. It's not like an outlandish thing to say Salah over Mahrez.
No, it's not. No.
But for me, it's like the fans that say he's the greatest of all time, or like he's the greatest African, or like he's in the conversation for the greatest African.
But
it's mind-boggling.
That for me is like that's way too far.
Oh no. But again, it shows ignorance because again, it's like, you don't know who the hell Samuel Eto'o is? Like, the only guy to win back-to-back trebles, and a guy. I remember Salah's UCL final goal was a penalty that was created by Sadio Mane. So you didn't even create a penalty. It was actually Sadio Mane who created that penalty. So my thing is, like, if Salah had won this AFCON, he still wouldn't even come close to Eto'o. Eto'o's resume is ridiculous because you have to look at what he did for Real Mallorca and what's his key goal in the 06 UCL final, his key goal in the 09 UCL final, and being key in two back-to-back trebles, and scoring in the AFCON final in 2000, winning two AFCONs in 2000 and 02, and I think he's the leading goal scorer in AFCON competition. And also Olympic gold. So it's not like Salah he'll never come close. He'll never come close.
The thing is, Liverpool fans are just basing it on what he's done for Liverpool to consider him as an African great. For me, undisputed, it's Samuel Eto'o. No debate.
Oh no, it's not. It's undisputed.
For me, but you cannot. If you haven't won an AFCON, how can you be an African great basing off what you've done for your club career? It makes no sense. Like, for me, Mahrez has had one of the best seasons, which was 2019. He won the Premier League. He won the FA Cup. He won the League Cup, domestic treble, 98 points, and an AFCON, and he actually delivered. He was a key significance to winning for Algeria to winning the AFCON, and he's not even a City player anymore. I miss him. The thing, and he's better stylistically as well because in terms of technique, Salah has.
I've always said that Mahrez scores higher than eye test, but then that's for people to debate.
And people say eye test is important. Eye test is what's so important in football, and instead of this Haaland type of football and stuff like that. No
Wait,
disrespect to
okay.
Haaland.
So real quick, so Black, so real quick this before we talk about Rashi. Thoughts on Salah and Egypt, Black Seal. All right, he's not on there. So, wait, you want to say something, Elijah?
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, I know Condino was telling me, you should be happy and stuff. True, I am extremely happy, but as a Liverpool fan, it's like, damn, that sucks. Like, honestly, if you are in Mohamed Salah's shoes and he's sitting there watching the shootout, say with family or with Jurgen and stuff like you're disappointed. Absolutely. I never had Salah in the pantheon of greatest African players.
You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's just he's in my opinion, him and Sadio Mane are the greatest African players to walk through the doors of our club. Absolutely, because Liverpool didn't have many African players in the early 2000s. They had black players, but they didn't have players who came from Africa like that. Well, besides that brick El Hadj Diouf, who was there for like 2 months. But for sure, Salah will go down as one of the greatest Liverpool players ever. He will go down as one of the great Premier League players ever. But when it comes to showing out for his country, the only thing I could really put my finger on is that World Cup campaign qualifier.
Yeah.
Where he literally carried them through the playoff and he won. But then when it came to showing up in AFCON, that's where the issue is. In Africa, and I think a lot of people, I don't think Europeans understand this, is that in Africa, like when you win in Africa, when you are the champion of Africa, that is it's beyond big,
No, but because see, my thing is that Elijah, you can draw parallels with Messi. Before the World Cup, many Argentinians were like, cool. Everything is done from Barca, putting Argentina on the map.
Yeah, but
Mariano's
where's our trophies? Yeah,
basically. So it's actually like we Barca. What does Barca have to do with us? We are Argentine. So for Egyptians, how many Egyptians would put Salah above Abu Trika?
They would never put him above.
And how could you?
No.
Like, that guy was pivotal to 3 AFCON trophies and came clutch in several moments with big-time moments. So if you're Egyptian, how the hell can you put Abu Trika? How the hell can you put Salah out of Abu Trika? You can't. It's impossible.
And then also, like, 2018 also played a role in that, too. Because if you were in a group that had Russia, Uruguay, Saudi, and you finished third in that group, that's also kind of disappointing. Because
they finished last.
Last.
They finished last because I remember, and I'm not going to discredit the Russians. The Russians were good that tournament. Let's be honest, but the way they got embarrassed by the Russians was just not a good look overall. So no Egyptian is going to put Salah over Abu Trika. No Egyptian is going to put Salah. Maybe they'll put him maybe top five.
I'm just looking at some guys saying some stuff here in the streets and stuff, saying that like Egypt is not a major footballing nation and everything. No, okay.
Don't do that.
Okay, let me educate you guys.
Don't do that.
Egypt have won the most AFCONs in history. They've won the most. And there's a time when they won 3 AFCONs in a row.
And they were the first African country to show up in the World Cup. So don't do that.
So within context of Africa, they are a heavyweight.
Yes.
And more so than that, Salah has been in 2 finals.
Yeah.
When you get to a final, it is literally 50-50. So when you're in that final, it's not dependent on your superstar to be the difference maker in a 50-50 game.
Yeah. And I mean, like 2017 was freakish because of Abu Bakar's goal. On its own right is like, that doesn't make sense. 19, you should have won that. You should have won in 2019. But Omar, it's 50-50 because at the end of the day, like there's no surety that somebody is going to win. There's no surety.
No, it's a final. That's how finals work.
That will come out on top. No, like, you know what I mean. And then
And also, you say, I would argue 2017, I would argue Egypt were favorites in that final. Cameroon were not good.
No.
2017, that's Cameroon team were not good. So, I feel Egypt were favorites in the 2017 final. The Senegal final, that was literally a 50-50 game. And when it's the game, it was a 50-50 game.
I'll put
if it went to penalties, it was 50-50, literally.
Yeah, literally. It was 50-50.
I'm gonna put me personally. I will put Salah top 10, maybe top 7, top 6, top 5 all time because of his club resume. I get that his club resume is great. Like him and Mahrez, I put them both top 10 all time Africans. The club resume is great, but when you start looking from 5 to 1, these are guys that have AFCONs. Like these are guys that when it came to show up for their country, they did that. And unfortunately, Salah has not done that. Now I really want him to focus on getting healed up because we got some crucial games at Liverpool.
Elijah,
I have a question. I have a question. So what about Yaya Toure then, guys? What would you guys say about Yaya Toure?
He's top 3 for me.
Because
I have him in my top.
Yeah, exactly. So hold on, Emmanuel. What do you want to say, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I wanted to go on this treatise about Salah to break some stuff down. Here's the thing with Salah, and I have studied Salah because I followed him from when he was at Basel. My father is a Liverpool fan, unfortunately. And
why is it unfortunate?
If you know my team, you understand why I said that.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, makes sense. Okay.
Salford Trafford United.
Jesus.
Thank you. Now, so I was following Salah from a long time, and I knew about the saga of Brendan Rodgers and everything. Salah was a long time, all of that, but I followed him from Basel. At Basel, he was a very fast forward, runs into space. Now, that ability, you can't use that in Africa because Africans will not give you space. They will not give you the space to get the counter and run with all that pace. And so the role that was more suitable for him in Africa was the role closer to Abu Tarika, which was the role he played at Roma, where he was more of a creative guy for the striker to score. And the problem with Salah is that Salah, I don't like saying this, but Salah is basically too soft.
Oh, wow.
I've only seen Salah perform in games against teams who will allow him to play. So against Ghana, Salah usually does well against Ghana. He will play in games where and even last this AFCON when we played them, we intentionally when we decided to not let Salah play, Salah just gave up on the game. And then now got
are we saying left. Salah is weak?
Dude ran away.
For
Africa. No, I'm not saying for Africa. For Africa, he is weak. I'm sorry. I have studied him for way too long for me to go. If he's in a game where you allow him to play football, when Ghana would usually play open, Chris Hughton was more defensive in this AFCON. Like he loved his 2-6s and hated when he didn't have to use his 2-6s. When he decided to put someone on Salah, Salah could not play well against Ghana again. And it doesn't help that Salah is part of Egypt, one of Egypt's worst defeats in recent years, which was the 6-1 in 2014 against Ghana. Dude was on the pitch.
Hallelujah.
Okay, so Emmanuel.
Thank you.
So Emmanuel, you're saying that, so you don't believe Salah will ever win the AFCON for Egypt? Ever?
No, here's the thing. I think Morocco, now that you say 18 months, I think this guy, best deal for him, leave Liverpool in the summer, do a Messi, go sit in an Arab-related colony for 1 year, play there, vibe, chill, keep yourself fit, come back in Morocco, it's in North Africa, and let's go again.
I think I see what he's saying.
That's a good advice.
I think I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Because again, you acclimatize to the region, the weather. But look, see, my thing is that 18. The issue with this is that 18 months is not that far away. Salah can still be near his peak. But the issue is that, and I think AK even made the point, how much will this Egypt team change in 18 months? And the issue is that, hence why, you see, we have to be fair here. People are saying, oh, look at the players that he's playing with. He's not playing with the golden generation. No. Because you can't have it both ways. You say Salah is this amazing superstar player, and this team is good enough to get you into a final. Once you're in a final, it is down to the superstar to be the difference maker. Now, if you can't get to the final, hey, it is what it is. Once you're in a final, which is 50-50. Superstar, win the game for us. Win the game for us. Do something special to help us win the game in this winner takes all game.
He's not that type of player. And I say he's not that type of player. In Africa, he would be more. Abu Tarika was the sort of guy that if you had Gedo, you had all of these other players around him who would score. Then Abu Tarika would back them and then score supplementary goals to back them. But most of the time, he would create for them. Salah is more of a creative player. Now the problem with Salah is that Salah can be bullied. He doesn't have the strong mentality Abu Tarika had. Abu Tarika knew very well these people are going to come and police me, and he'll make sure that he gets around you and gets the ball to whoever he needs to get it to. Salah doesn't have that mindset. Salah is a Europeanized Egyptian.
I also have a question, HH.
Okay, real quick, because we have to go. AK, go for AK.
Where does Drogba rank?
See, that's
not too high.
Very low, very low.
Very low.
Not too high. No. I'll be real with you because see, for me, like Drogba, he's in there. I mean,
but Drogba and Salah are the same person.
It's worse for Drogba. Let's be real. He had a better team around him.
No. Drogba's is worse. It's worse.
Yeah.
They're on the same.
The thing is, I don't understand about people is that people are saying, how can you name someone a African great when they're not even delivering for their nation in terms of you haven't delivered the.
Because
Drogba is not an African great, and neither is.
No, they aren't. No. It's people who are ignorant because they'll say, "Hey, you're African. You play well in the Premier League and Champions League. Oh, you must be amazing." And they just disregard whether they're not African.
So you're gonna base it on colonization tax.
Pretty much. And wait, hold up. Let me hit this Dubinsky's, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to your boy, Joshua. We should bleach Bakambu's skin white after the AFCON. Oh, Jesus. He's shaming us blacks, and also, when the Congolese keeper stepped up, he smiled and told us. Now, okay, bleaching is crazy. What, did he smile before he took the penalty?
Yes.
So maybe he knew, man. Maybe he knew.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
HH, if this guy does not get dropped against Senegal, I'm going to have problems.
Respect it back.
Omar Rushdie, system merchant injury season. Where's the system? Look, I don't believe Salah is a system merchant. No, I disagree. No. He's not. He's Salah. The guy's a quality player. It's just that I just would have wished him to do more. Yeah. Now, this is what I want to Rushdie. In context, worst generation. Is it really?
Yes.
No. I need facts that this is Egypt's worst. It may be one of the. You said worst, because trust me, in the 90s, I remember. I mean, which was in the 90s? In the 90s, Egypt were not even in contention. So basically, in the 90s, 2000s, when Nigeria and Cameroon were pretty much the big heavyweights, and Senegal, bro, Egypt didn't sniff. They didn't sniff the same as the final.
Egypt won in '98, so they had at least one good year.
I'm talking in general. I'm talking like through the 90s, through the 2000s. From the plethora of that like 10, 15 year period, the giants were Cameroon. You could throw in Nigeria, you could throw in maybe Senegal. Egypt were not really there. They were, but the issue is that you say worst generation. You made two finals. How could it be the worst? If you're the worst generation, you wouldn't sniff a final.
But two winnable finals. Two winnable
finals. So my thing is that a final against Cameroon and Senegal, those were winnable. Because, don't tell me that you were the underdogs in that Cameroon final. I'm sorry. That Cameroon final, you were the favorites. Senegal final, it was 50-50. Those are facts.
But that's why Omar is saying that, because Egypt should have 9 AFCONs, not 7. Yeah. That's why it's like this doesn't make sense.
No, it does not. No. Sorry,
another part is the corrupt part is true. Like there are also cases where in the Egyptian EPL, like the Egyptian PL, like they have some issues internally, like with bribery and stuff like that. Like that's a real thing.
Yeah, but Elijah,
I fully believe that the Arab Spring ruined Egypt. The Arab Spring ruined Egypt, in my opinion. Most of them footballing knowledge and infrastructure they had just ended at that point in time.
Wait, hold on. Let me hear this. So shout out to Zota Stevens. I'm a Liverpool FC fan. I watched AFCON way before Salah. Also, Salah will never be as big as Mane. Mane is Africa, Salah is just Egypt.
Factors.
I don't know whether I can agree with that, bro. And like, look again, he did his thing and thingy, but I wouldn't agree that Mane is a bigger African legend than Salah. Like, nah, I can't write with that.
Trying to say Mane is
I'll say that they're a little bit of the same, but Mane does have that. You know, because really Mane was right next to Salah during Liverpool's dominance, but Mane now has that Senegal dub, which is the AFCON, while Salah was on the pitch. So, how to say, where does La rank in the best African players overall? Oh, not that high.
I put him
best because if you have to talk best, Okocha, Finidi George.
He's top 10.
No. He said best. Okay, well, so Okocha, Yaya Toure, George Weah, Kano Wankwo, Finidi George. So in terms of there have been some bloody amazing African Etso. I think Etso as a striker, Etso is phenomenal. Forget his resume. Etso as a striker was phenomenal.
Best means ability, right?
Just pure ability. Zero, not really just pure ability.
Mahrez is better.
Mahrez is better, 100%. 100% Mahrez is better. So Salah is definitely not top 5. Maybe top 10, maybe. But top 5, hell no. No way. Like Okocha, Mahrez, way better. Like there's a sizable gap of guys like that.
Can you pull up Fadil Rayhan's comment?
Probably not. No, I can't do that.
No. He says man repping Baltimore.
What's it called? Abedi Pele, Yeboah. I'm putting Yeboah over him. I'm putting Abedi Pele over him.
Yeah,
Nah, come on, bro. So what's it called? So from Josh, HH, where do you rank Platini amongst the greats of all time? Not that high. Top 50, 60. Yeah. He ain't top 10. He ain't top 20. He ain't top 30.
86 tax.
So, Egypt has 0 midfielders and we scammed all the way to the final.
That is true.
So
okay. Okay, fine. But you go to the final. And I'm sorry, how tournaments work is that in a final, it's anyone's game. Most finals are close games. And in that, bro, I think AK just said with the point, the fact that it went to penalties is proof that it was 50-50. And in 2017, I'm sorry, Egypt on paper were better than that Cameroon side. They were better. So for Salah, why didn't you come up and decide that game in the final? So you've had to be a chance, man. So guys, okay, look. Now, hold on. We need to talk about Belfast. We need to talk about Belfast.
I changed the oils.
Rashford.
Okay. Marcus Rashford. So, shout out to, I don't want to name any names, but a certain individual. I don't want to name any name, but a certain individual we used to compare Rashford to Mbappe back in the days. I don't want to name any names. I don't want to name any names. I don't want to name any names. So, okay, look, my thing here is that. Okay, Abdullah, let me come to you with this in the comments. So, do you think that Rashford and Sancho are getting different treatments here? Because Anton Ferdinand was alluding to this point of like how there's different treatments between Rashford and Sancho. So look at this. So again, for people who don't know, so Rashford was out drinking in Belfast, and he was on cotton camera
with his chick.
So Newport County played today, and he was ill. And people are saying that 2-day hangover.
Huh?
And then Ten Hag was asked stuff like, okay, but what happened? Ten Hag said, it's an internal matter. We will deal with it.
No, you're lying.
And what I've always said is this, and I've come to that, see, Man United, you have to decide who you are. If you're a brand, bro, you can't sell Rashford. He's too important. MBE, all that stuff, you can't sell him. If you're a brand, if you're a football club, a serious football club, why are you keeping Rashford? He's not that good.
MDL
He's not that core quality.
MDL tax.
What's MDL tax?
MDL, Manchester Defence League.
No. Abdullah, I said no. That's part of branding. If it's branding, then MDL, all that kind of stuff. If it's football, the best footballing situation, Rashford is a purple patch merchant. So
Now,
why are you keeping this dude? He's not improved. This guy is the same player he was 5-6 years ago. The exact same. The graph has done this.
Yeah.
Like the graph did this, then has just been a flat line for the last 5 or 6 years.
HH, purple patch and MBE merchant. MBE, like what you're alluding to, Antoine Fernandez said, the treatment. MBE merchant also in terms of.
No. But the point I'm making though is that goes to branding. So if you have to decide either you're a branding club or a football club. If you're a branding club, Rashford is too important for you. But if you're a football club that is purely about we need the best players here, Rashford should have been sold a long time ago. But the issue is that who the hell is paying 60 mil for Rashford?
HH, you know what's going to be telling?
Okay. Abdullah, go for it. Abdullah.
You know what's going to be really telling with our former CFO, Chief Operating COF, Chief
Omar Berrada.
Omar Berrada. He is all about strategy and all about structure and stuff like that. So in the next 1 to 3 years, it's going to be really telling whether my theory all about Rashford was he is in the hierarchy order in terms of he's above every single manager because he seems to survive every single manager. He survived Van Gaal, Mourinho, Oli, and Thor Ragnarok as well. So for me, it will be really telling when the whole structure starts to get to grips with Man United and get their teeth and claws into the club. It'll be really telling if he's really going to be at the club or not. Because if United really want to get back to the top, and they're getting the right professional people in, which they are. I don't think unless Rashford bucks up his ideas, which he's not clearly because he's up to mischievous and reckless behavior. In my opinion, he'll be gone max 3 seasons. Max.
Or you think that they're gonna sell him?
They'll sell him. If he doesn't bucks his ideas, I don't think he will because he thinks he's above every single manager, and maybe he classifies himself as a honorary board.
Okay, but when you look at his behavior, who do you blame it most on? Do you blame it that the club has enabled this, or
the club has enabled it? 100%.
Yeah,
they're to blame. Because why are you putting him as the poster boy? Therefore, you're not basing it on merit. You're not basing it on merit because he has one good season, then one bad season. One good season, then one bad season. So, and you're just why did you give him 350? Why did you give him 350k? It just doesn't justify it. For me, right now, he has ozolitis. Ozolitis is when Ozil got that big contract and he suddenly declined. For me, he has ozolitis, or he's just a bum. I just don't understand. He's meant to be the front page of Manchester United. I just don't get what he's up to, and I don't think he cares about the club. Just because he's a local boy, I don't believe he cares about the club because he would be doing this type of stuff.
Wait, Hokage, your thoughts on Rashford, and I'll come to Elijah after Hokage.
Now, I need context. Like, do we know if this party he was at, like his best friend, was it a wedding? Was it an important celebration? Because then I'd understand the reason why he's going all the way from Manchester to freaking Belfast, a different country, right? But this guy is 27. He turns 27 this year. He has been in professional football since 16 years old. You are playing like shit the whole season. I understand they're footballers and we can't treat them like circus animals. You have to have fun in your life and joy. But should you really, when there's been this little break from the Premier League, perfect time to improve yourselves and train, and not be going out and drinking in a different country? I know the UK is all close.
No, Hokage, no. It's very simple. I was just watching a interview with Anton Ferdinand, and he said, bro, like, when I was with West Ham and QPR, we went out 3 or 4 times a week. And he actually said that going out actually helped to build the team chemistry. And he said that going out several times helped to build a bonding and actually helped them to fight off relegation. Okay, the issue is not him going out.
How many
the issue is no. The
now?
issue is you having a 2-day hangover so bad you don't even make the squad because you're so ill from going out.
Also,
that's the issue.
It's like I understand, like, players probably all go out, like, to each other's houses or out and drink, but he's going by himself. The fact he's going with himself, with his girlfriend, having a two-day hangover or whatever the hell it is. He has been in professional football now because he made his debut for United at 16, right? 16 or 17. He's been in this for 10 years now. And you're having the worst season of your career. You need to, and you're supposed to be the star boy of United. I want to blame Rashford. I put 25% on Rashford and his brainlessness. This is 100% indicative of what United is and how.
It's not just like he went to a nightclub. He went to a nightclub in Belfast. That's a completely different island.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but AK, like, I mean, Hokage's point is that it had to be something important if you're leaving Manchester to another country to go somewhere. But my thing is that it's a night. So all we've heard is that he went out clubbing. So I don't see a wedding or an event or anything.
I heard that it was like the day before, the night before, and then that morning's training, like he said he's ill. That's what I heard.
And again, that's why it's ridiculous, because the fact of that you not being part of a matchday squad is due to you going out is ridiculous. Of course you can go out, but the fact that you are now unavailable because you're so ill due to a hangover of you going out, that's crazy.
And
that's crazy.
Putting aside the going out, my main point is he's been in the professional football for 10 years now. You're having your worst season, and you're supposed to be the star boy of United. You know what you're supposed to be doing, and he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. It might be the contract, it might be he's just sick of football or whatever it is, but it's just the fact that you've been in this game for 10 years, you're 27, you're the star boy of United. It just shows, like, United, if they're serious, come on, just even if it's 30 million, sell this guy in the summer or something. Like,
but see, that's because I feel for United. That's always been the issue of United. As everyone been saying to Terry, is that I can't take United as a serious football club. Like, during the Fergie days, you had to respect them. There is zero chance Fergie allows this. Impossible. Because Fergie was there are standards. Bro, Bex was arguably one of the most famous sports people on the planet at the time. So when Fergie got rid of Bex, this was after he got with Posh Spice, who was part of arguably the biggest girl band in the history of music. So Bex was literally one of the most famous people on the planet alongside Posh Spice. And Fergie said, if you run now, there is a 0% chance Man United allow Bex to leave. They would side with Bex over whoever the manager was. That's the difference. But back then, because Fergie was the main guy, that boom. But in this situation now, if Ten Hag went to say, bro, Rashford, I said, sorry, he's too valuable to us. Based on his... Now, where it will not be merciful for Rashford is if his public perception now turns against him. But if Rashford now does like a PR campaign, like, hey, I'm feeding some poor kids, I'm helping some homeless guys here, some MBE stuff, changes the narrative, then boom, it's all good. Because United, they know that is great for PR. From Manchester, from the academy, what it means. Yeah. But my whole thing though is that, are you a brand or are you a football club? If you're a football club, football should come before any... So it should be like, who are the best players here? Because you being... Basically, feeding pockets is great. Football is great. Does that help you win a football match? Put it this way. If Timo Werner fed the whole world, he fed the whole world, that's great. But you're still a brick. So, Timo Werner, thank you for feeding the whole world and solving the world hunger. That is amazing. Go to the UN and be given a World Peace Prize. That doesn't help me win a football match. Sorry.
Can I talk about Rashford?
HH, the thing.
Wait, hold on. I said to come to Elijah. So Elijah, obviously your view on Rashford. Elijah.
I just finished reading the article. It was saying he went to two nightclubs, bars, one bar, one nightclub. And then he went to go watch a buddy of his who was a former United teammate playing at Larne. And then after that, there was a scheduled day off on Thursday, but he was already in Belfast at that time. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, even George Best, God rest his soul, George Best had a drinking issue, and they shipped him off to the U.S. Like Bex was, in a way, too big. He had too much, he had too much dip on his chip, and they shipped him to Madrid. He did well at Madrid, I ain't gonna lie, but I just don't think United is serious. United is not a serious football club at all. I think the issue is they've become too brandish and too upscale. And even if they want to be what they were in the 90s, you need a full-on overhaul in order to like reestablish the what am I saying? The seriousness of the club. It's sad. It's sad.
And let's not forget, they need to get rid of Donkey from Shrek, aka Bruno.
Okay, Donkey from Shrek is crazy word. Donkey from Shrek.
Donkey from Shrek.
Wait, who's Donkey? Who's Donkey? Who's Donkey?
Bruno. Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah.
He looks like from Donkey from Shrek. He does.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wait. AK, go for it. AK.
But before I talk on Rashford, can you zoom into my AVI for a second?
Is this Anthony?
Oh,
Anthony
dear.
celebrating against
What is
Whitey,
okay? What is the celebration? I don't know. Newport County, who are like in League 3 of like fish and chips.
Anthony is shameless, bro.
He's celebrating scoring against the
Anthony
mighty
Newport County.
He's basically saying like, "Bro, that goal was so good that I scored," and he just
Was it a rebound?
Was it a rebound? Yeah.
Please, please, AK, no, please don't talk about Anthony, bro.
Yo,
Please.
I scored it he scored with his right foot, so that's something for him. That's an accomplishment for him, to be fair. But on Marcus, man, yeah, what a fall from grace. I mean, from people.
Whoa, hold up. What's grace? When was the grace?
I'm saying in terms of Man United fans, bro. People
Okay. Oh, no. I thought you meant Rashford. Fall from grace.
We had Yasser Saeed saying that this guy's going to be the Ballon d'Or contender.
No, that's no, because Yasser is crazy.
Respect Yasser.
Mentally deranged.
Calm down. Respect Yasser, man. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, bro, like at least if you're gonna go to a nightclub, don't go to it on 2 nights and go to one in Manchester, not in Northern fucking Ireland. Like,
no. But I think the point that thing is making is that his friend was there. So I think his friend was. So he went there for a reason.
Who cares about your friend? Like, just like, bro, you haven't been performing well for United. United are in a downward slump at the moment, and bro, I understand if this is like, I'll take this into like a workplace. If I'm a manager and you work under me and you've been slaving it, like, don't take it like that, but you've been working hard and slaving it every single hour of the day, 12 hours a week. You've been coming in, working your ass off, coming out every single day. And one night you say, "Hey, I want a break. I want to go to the club." Okay, I would, and then you come in the next day late. I'll still be like, you shouldn't have gone to the club and you shouldn't have done something to come in late. But okay, because of your previous like things, I see why you did it, and I'll give you a leeway. I'll give you some leeway, bro. This guy's been poor for this season. Like, this season he's been poor. Yeah. If anything, you're a professional. Like, I know people say, keep the personal stuff outside. Oh, there should be some semblance of professionalism here. Like, do you think Rodri goes out to a club for 2 nights? No. Do you think John Stones?
No. It shows you the standards at United.
Exactly. It shows you that United under the Glazers just don't care. They don't care. Like, that's the thing. Like, I hope, let's see what Ineos does. Let's see how they can change the culture. They're already doing some good things, I believe, but let's see what they can do. But that's
but you see, the thing that just confuses me though is, like, if let's say you're amazing and you act up, people be like, but the issue for Rashford is that you have very little credit in the bank. All you have are purple patches where you shop for like 2 or 3 months and then that's it. So like, look, now the issue, you know what the issue is? United are just not great. See, if United were actually doing well and they were flourishing, especially without Rashford, then it would be better. But the issue is that because United are not great, they don't need Rashford, but they could still use him. So that's the weird thing, though. So
yeah, for me, it's like another thing. Also, you know what Eric Ten Hag said after a Newport game? I'll say it right now. We had very good chances. We had very good chances, and they had nothing. Really, nothing. And then out of nowhere, they scored 2 goals. Like, whoa, you're playing against a side that are close to relegation in League 2. The fact that they scored 2 goals against you is a damning indictment on your side. Like, bro, the whole club is a mess right now.
No. Basically, I think the bottom line is the Man United under Fergie isn't the same Man United now. It's not. Like, the club is completely different. Like, in terms of standards, what is expected. Like, basically, when you look at a Real Madrid, you're looking at a Bayern Munich, this stuff will not fly. Impossible. Because the benchmark and the standards are so high. United, there are no standards. Bro, you can say all you want. Was Cristiano wrong?
See, that's what I was about to say, HH. Because, and then another thing, did you guys know the guy that scored Newport's, I think it was equalizer, was a farmer? He milks cows part-time.
Okay,
and then plays.
He milks what?
Milks cows.
Cow milk.
As in, like,
yes,
yeah.
How else?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, don't do that.
Yeah,
Abdullah, that's how you milk cows. What do you mean don't do that? That's how you milk cows. So that's how you get your milk. So you can say don't do that all you want. That's how you, unless you don't drink milk, that's how you get your milk. Unless you're drinking some kind of brick milk that is made by a freaking robot.
I hate milk.
Wait, guys are saying, hey yo, guys, that's how you milk a freaking cow.
Yeah, but you don't do.
You can't point a gun to a cow and say, yo, milk. That's how it works. So.
You're fueling the fire for Have Hope Snow Bunnies. You're fueling the fire for Have Hope Snow Bunnies.
Luckily the guy is not in the chat now, so luckily the guy is probably doing something. But you see, but my thing here is that, like I said, look. I mean, like, you Boychester divided is just a reality here. And this is what I keep on trying to explain to Terry. Terry, United is still living off the fumes of Fergie. United are not Real Madrid. They're not a Bayern Munich. Because Bayern Munich, these are still big clubs that are still have that high respectability footballing wise. And let's be real, they may not have your history. I take Man City more seriously than Man United.
Right.
In terms of a football club, standards, benchmark, what is expected. United is a clown show. The fact that Rashford is still on your payroll and is paid this amount each week is shocking. The fact that Sancho was on almost 300,000 a week is incredible. So my thing is, I'm sorry, it's a joke. it's a joke.
I have a question for you in relation to this topic. Do you think them being on the stock market, because they're the only club, correct me if I'm wrong, being on the stock market?
The stock market thing was a business decision. I don't think that's really like a.
Do you think that's any relation? Them being more of a brand than being a football club. That's 100%. Why they care more about the stocks and like you can.
But Abdullah, you have to connect the dots here. Like, these are American businessmen. One, that's the first thing. Second thing is Manchester United is literally one of the most popular sports organizations on the planet. So combine all sports. Bring in the LA Lakers, bring in the Yankees, bring in everybody. They are one of the most popular sports organizations out there. So if you're American and everything, you're saying, bro, why haven't the Glazers sold it? Because they know that, no, this is still a very, like, you would be stupid. You'd be stupid to fully sell an institution like Man United. Hence why they're just, okay, Ineos, you can just focus on the footballing, sporting side here. let's just focus on business because we are not letting this whole business go. So my thing though is owners know how valuable the brand still is. Look, there are people say when people say, "Oh, boycott United to do freaking what?" Do you know how long the waiting list for guys who want to go to Old Trafford is? So you 10 people can boycott. There are thousands waiting to take your place because the guys who win, lose or draw, they'll just watch United regardless. 10th, 11th, 12th, they'll watch them regardless. So my thing is, basically, it's a whole different situation. When Fergie was there, different sports director, different owners, different setup, different aesthetic. What would be interesting would be Fergie with the Glazers. That's what would be interesting. The issue now is that you've had all these different managers and it's just been up, down, up, down, up, down. And I think that you're now at a situation where it's because you're so far behind Man City. So far behind. It's crazy. Because my thing is that I don't know how long Pep is going to be doing this for. Now, he said that, I still have strength. I'm going to go to the next day because as long as Pep is here, United are not even coming close to United are light years behind City, light years, specifically with Pep there.
But the thing is,
speak about Rashford.
Just one more thing.
Yeah, Abdullah, go for Abdullah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. For me, I do believe Rashford will outlast Eric Ballbag because he's getting sacked at the end of the season because, let's be honest, they're not winning the FA Cup and they're most likely not getting top four. So for me, they are going to sack.
Really? I mean the Ineos dudes.
Yeah, they will sack. They're going to sack him. They're going to sack him.
I don't know, bro.
I know.
Okay, you sack him. Okay, you sack him and hire who?
You saw with Bowley. Okay, it's a different case, but you saw with.
So we're saying Harry Potter.
No,
they're bringing Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Graham Potter.
But for me, they're going to sack him. They're going to sack him regardless, whether it's Harry Potter or flipping Gary Potter or whatever. He's going to get sacked because he's not their guy. He's not their guy.
Yes. True. Yeah.
And second of all, the results.
No. But my thing though, what do you think they do with Rashford? Do you think these guys are trying to find a way to get rid of Rashford?
Yeah, he'll get. He will move on. I think he'll be gone within 3 years, max 3 years. In my opinion.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Thanks, cool. Thanks.
You're welcome. No problem. To be honest, we're living in a football culture, and I have to reiterate this to people. These guys are not a Messi and Ronaldo. We put too much pressure on these guys, and we expect them to become Supermans. My problem with Rashford is he's not consistent. He's just not consistent, and he shows up in big games, fine, fair enough. But then when it comes to the small teams, decision making is lacking. Very selfish. He doesn't really. Sometimes his football brain doesn't work.
He doesn't have a football brain.
He doesn't have a football. Actually, yeah, he doesn't have a football brain. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. So it doesn't just work. It doesn't exist.
I think this culture that Rashford has showed us a big example of the football culture of the spoiled brats. The spoiled brats are players like Sane, Gnabry, these guys. Because I remember buying last
How does this?
season,
He always links this back to Bayern and thinking somehow. I knew that you would link this back back to Bayern.
Listen. No. It has a lot. HH. Gnabry went.
Okay. No. We're not doing this. Because you've just tried to
I'm spitting facts,
manipulate this into a whole band thing. Emmanuel, let me come to my let me go to your Ghanaian brother. Emmanuel. Quickly before we talk about Nene. Yes, go for it. Okay. So Rashford, do you sell him?
The thing is, it depends on what Omar Berrada thinks. If Omar Berrada wants Rashford gone, he's gone. Because the Ineos guys really, they don't have any sentimental attachment to a non-white player. I'm not, let's not make it that way, but I'm sorry I have to send it there. You have no sentimental attachments. There's a far better chance Maguire.
Okay, fine. That's wild, but could go for it.
Non-white is very crazy.
There's a far better chance that Maguire stays before. Okay, let me put it this way: the owner of Ineos is a Brexit supporter. That's all I'll say.
Oh man.
So yeah, Rashford. Okay. If Omar Barada steps in, he's done. That's all.
Okay, so look, let me quickly take some debates, then we'll talk about something unfortunate. So shout out to your boy Fires at Sea. Flightless birds going to get stomped out by Angola. Actually, so basically, because Angola have a Twitter account and they put out a thing that says bring them. Look, Friday is going to be interesting. Friday's going to be interesting, and I'm not confident, but I'm hopeful. But so I was watching Football Fans Tribe, and like Nigerians, look, it is what it is. We are just very arrogant people. Now, we are arrogant with humor, but arrogant people. But when I saw how Nigerian fans were reacting to Cameroon and the disrespect they were showing Angola, I said, Nigerians, why do we have to be like this? Why can't we just be humble? Basically, Nigerians and humble.
Speak for yourself, HH. Look yourself in the mirror, you hypocrite.
No. You think I'm arrogant? Go to Nigeria. I'm nowhere near as arrogant as Nigerians are. So yeah, it's just that Nigerians, please, let's be humble, please. It's fair. Inter versus Juve, February 4th for First and San Siro. Look, you know what I always say is, wait, have Juve already caught a case this season?
No.
I think the whole gambling thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they did.
I mean, look, my thing. Okay, my vote is for Inter to say what's up. Personally, we'll see what it is. Serie A top 4 race, 5 points gap from 4th to 10th. What?
This for me, Serie A is like very underrated, very underrated.
Oh no! It's been super competitive for years. Like in terms of different winners, it's been super competitive for years, man.
Abdallah, the problem for Italy is that they are very unlucky that COVID happened. If COVID didn't happen, Italy would have been a problem in this period. Like,
in terms of competitive,
so basically, Torino are on 31 points, Atalanta are on 36 points. That is crazy.
Napoli are 9th.
Wow. Okay, look. Why was Mourinho sacked? He's not that far from 4th. Why the hell was he sacked?
Wasn't HH? Wasn't there a rumor of Uncle Mo taking over Napoli?
Abdullah, do you want to hear another crazy rumor?
He declined it immediately.
No. There's another crazy rumor. Apparently,
third time
a certain football association has Mourinho on the short list.
No, you're lying.
Nigeria?
No. Well, close to Nigeria. Very close to Nigeria.
Ghana.
Yeah.
It's a rumor.
Yeah, I can verify. I've seen it. Our FA won't do it. Hold on. Answering that floor. Wait, hold on. Rashford is nothing but a useless brick. Man United need to sell him if they want to be a serious club again.
It's not just
United. No, it's true. United, how they treat this Rashford situation is how I would know how serious they are. Because you either have to sell him or you have to keep him and use him. There's no point to just hire him. He's on such a high wage. There's no point to him being on the squad and still having that wage but not being used. He's useless. Dude hasn't improved. So United, if you're a serious club, sell the freaking dude. He hasn't improved in years. He's had several managers and he's not improved. So why are you keeping him, man? Arisfet says check DM. Wait, what did he say in the man DM, man? Oh wow. I think it's about the moose. All right, let me. Okay, well, I'll bring it up afterwards, bro. United have been a fashion brand since Fergie retired. Yeah, look, bro, they are merely a brand. Those guys, those guys are merely a brand. They're merely a brand. Nothing like. I don't take them seriously as a football club. Plain and simple, they're not. Oh God, here. Half of Snowbodies. Worst Rashford season clear of Fat Zad's worst
Relax.
season.
No, Fat Zod's clear.
No, it's not, man. Fat Zad.
Yeah.
No, what is it?
No,
No,
I know,
how
I said
Hazard
Hazard.
is slow though.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Hazard's clear of this.
Oh no, 100%.
fraud.
100%. 87 member for 2 months. Thank you for the membership, bro. Big up HH. This AFCON has been amazing to watch. Yes, quality. No, look, it's amazing because now I generally don't know who's going to win, and I think that's great. It's generally open season. It's generally open season. No, it's been an amazing AFCON. It's been superb. I love it. Honestly, and for my Eagles, take each game as it comes. Just take each game as it comes. Easy, easy.
Your pigeons.
Whose football brain is worse, Rashford or Dembele?
Dembele.
Who's has a bad brain, man?
Dembele.
Who's
No,
has a bad
Dembele doesn't know which leg to use.
Dembele.
When you
Dembele doesn't know which
do
leg to
this,
use, bro.
listen. No, but Emmanuel,
Usman Dembele, no, is worse. Like Rashford's bad. Usman Dembele, it's one. Let me see. A better question is who has a worse football brain, Dembele or Werner? That's a better question.
No.
Werner, clear Werner.
Let me make you understand something.
Wait. Hold on. So Abrid's fair. Wait. Players now get everything for doing nothing. Zidane had to be the best player in Uber Eats before he went to Juve. Players now do nothing and get sponsors. I forgot. I was watching a TV program, and they were alluding to this stuff where social media, bro. Sancho, what have you achieved? What have you achieved to have a legion of a fan base? You see, back in the day, you had to actually achieve something. And if you went in the squad, you had to just knuckle down and work harder. Like here, because Anthony Ferdinand was saying that, look, my generation and Sancho's generation is just different. Like in his generation, there was no social media, there was no Player FC. But now, you can literally achieve nothing and have millions of followers backing you and supporting you. Bro, we'll get to him right now. Like Neymar FC. Neymar FC are trying to explain why Neymar is one of the greats without winning a single Copa America or a World Cup. And like, it doesn't work like that.
But he's got Confederations Cup and gold medal.
And what's Olympics? Sure. Now, segue. Speaking of Nene. Okay, guys, I'm going to put up a pic.
Lele.
I'm going to put up a pic. So, Streets.
HH, can I go first?
I am. Wait, let me. Okay, let's first address this pic. So, guys, and I'm going to put up a poll, and it's a very simple question: real or fake? So, for people who are listening, there is an image of Neymar going around.
Real.
That's a beast, man.
Where this guy looks like Wesley Snyder at Wendy's.
No, HH. Some people said he looks like Suge Knight.
Oh yeah, so that's why the Suge Knight thing was up there, man.
Yeah, Suge Knight.
Okay.
What? You don't know who Suge Knight is?
No, I
so don't. He was the producer of Death Row Records during the 90s. This is when Biggie, Tupac, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, so he was the producer for Snoop Dogg and Tupac. And then there was a big like East Coast, West Coast beef. He was the initiator of a lot of the beef going on. So, but he's a very rotund built guy, so that's why.
Oh, fair enough. Thanks for the explanation. Appreciate it.
Okay, look.
Hey, Neymar
Elijah,
looks like me.
Is this real? Is this real or not? Is this?
Real
it's real.
Neymar.
It's real.
I think I'm not even gonna lie to you. Neymar kind of looked like me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
But you're a rugby player, dude.
Neymar's built.
Yeah. You're supposed to be big. So okay. So do you think it's real, or do you think this is Photoshop?
It's real. Come on, let's not be surprised.
I've seen pics of him being overweight before, so it's hard not to believe him. Not to believe this pic.
It's probably what his sister's feeding him.
Okay, look, see, my thing is, I went to his Instagram page, and there's a photo of from a few weeks ago, and he looks slim. So I'm like, because people said it was Photoshop, but then I actually see the video where he hugs Romario. So my thing is that it can be Photoshop because I've seen it's on video of him actually moving on video, and it looks like that. So my thing is that, is he wearing body armor? He's either wearing body armor or wearing 5 layers of clothing. Because
Or angle. Bad angle. I don't know.
I mean, okay, he can't have put on that much weight, bro. Surely not. No way.
Maybe stress eating, or just like what's it called? Not stress eating.
Okay. So Abdallah, you're saying that it's real.
Comfort eating. Yeah, I believe, because when you're sat and injured, or you're not doing anything, you can't really do much when you're injured or like recovering from something. Of course, you're just gonna be comfort eating, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't rule it out if he's gained that much. I wouldn't be.
AJ, can I speak on this?
Okay. AK, is this real or not? That's what I want to know, is that whether this is real or not.
AJ, can you first zoom into my AVI? Do you remember this?
Yeah, now it's real. Okay, like you see, this was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I thought was the pinnacle of footballer pregnancy. But I saw this today.
What about your boys are?
Nah,
Zad was not like that. He was not like that.
This is something else, man. Like, can you bring up the picture again? No, like the Neymar one.
Okay, the Neymar one. You see, I just cannot believe that this is true, bro.
Like, the thing is, it's from like an angle where like naturally the body looks bigger. Like, that's also something. Like, you have to think of like the camera angle it's like being shot from and stuff.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, because think
like,
about it, guys. It's like, it's true. If you look at the angle, and I think, you know that black area there, it seems as if that is actually his body, but that may just be like just the inside of the jacket. So it seems as if he's big, bro. Undoubtedly, that is scary. I'll bring on that pic now. That is scary. But yeah.
What does he look like? What?
Oh, you've not seen that? Oh my gosh, I'll bring it up. Uh-huh. This is sad.
Isn't he still playing? Is real. Isn't he still playing?
Yes, he's playing
Galatasaray. He's playing.
He is fully active. He is fully active.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God in heaven, man. Okay. Let me this is Undombele. And this is a guy that is fully active.
Oh nah. I'm done with it.
I have no idea.
I
have no idea.
How you letting
the guy, HH, like you go to like a family gathering and you have one of those old uncles?
Yeah. He's like one of those. Wow. Because
that's
okay. You see, that's okay. My thing is now there's because this is before and after. This is what he looks. So, guys, if you listen on the podcast, we're looking at Undombele and how much weight he's now put on. Look at that,
fat boy.
Bro, who thought it would be a good idea to send a guy who has a diet problem to the birthplace of the kebab?
Yeah, you see, for me, that's just crazy. Okay, but look, back to the whole Neymar thing though. So AK, you don't think that's real? You think that it's just an angle?
And look at his face as well. His face doesn't look like, when you become fat, your face also becomes like a bit more chubby and stuff. It doesn't look that way. Like, I think it's just like the camera angle and stuff like that. I don't think he's like that. I think it's fake, to be honest. I think it's fake. But,
okay. But do you think that he could soon be heading there though? Because my argument is that he's injured now, away from the whole Saudi thing, and he's not playing Copa America. So that whole thing is out.
We know about Brazilian wonder kids. Pregnancy is just a side effect. So
post 30.
At a point, I will expect him to become bloated. So, yeah, I expect him to become fat. That's pretty much. I expect him to, gain weight.
What kind of weight gain are we talking? Like R9 weight gain, or like?
I don't think it's gonna be a
R9.
No. But because you have to understand, this is that like, I think he's really into poker. Like is it like Poker Stars? He's part of this whole Poker Stars thing, and he's got a Twitch channel. if you're a streamer, why the hell are you exercising? Okay, you don't need to be in peak physical gym condition to be a poker player or to be a Twitch streamer. So if that is what I think he's not going to be doing post stream, then shout out to Elijah. I don't know what's updated with Elijah. If that's what he's going to be doing, like post stream and post career, then yeah, like guys, this is just a fact. Every Brazilian superstar post 30, they gain weight. Everyone does, bar none. It is just what it is. Because that is just the mentality. Because you enjoy life, you eat food, you overindulge, and so these guys don't have the Cristiano personality. Okay, Cristiano, he's Portuguese and he's of a particular character. And also, it's not even a whole Portuguese thing. Have you seen? No, I don't want to do this. Now, he's been retired for a while now. But when you're retired, you can just chill out. Yeah. Oh my God in heaven! You see, hold on. Let me bring up your boy. Let me bring up your boy. You see, shout out to your boy. Like, look.
Who is that?
You see, my thing here is that, guys.
Don't tell me it is who it is.
That's Wesley Sneijder.
Oh,
you see, actually, hold up. So, is there a special thing in Turkey where this is what guys do in Turkey?
Oh, the kebab, the kebab.
The kebabs.
The mixed grills.
Those grills, bro. Those grills.
That's a lot of
No, but you see, my thing though is that, look, see, the difference though is that is Sneijder after he's finished playing. The issue for Brazil, because, bro, I remember R9 at Corinthians. Bro, that guy was choppy. R9 at Real Madrid was a bit hefty as well. Like, if you look at R9 at Inter Milan, or at Barcelona, and look at R9 at Real Madrid, he definitely put on much weight, but he was such a freak of nature. He was actually still bloody amazing at Real Madrid, even though you were nowhere near your physical peak condition. So, like, for Neymar, like, guys, I've been saying this for a long time. That Neymar retirement announcement is coming very soon.
Yeah, it's
coming very soon. Yeah. Like, I'll be shocked if this guy turns up to the World Cup in 2026. I'll be shocked. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah. Marcelo already started his weight gain. If you see what he was.
Yeah,
well, Marcelo's retired though.
Yeah.
Is he not?
I think he's
no. He's in Fluminense in Brazil.
I'm just saying it's starting. He's starting too. He's starting that way.
No. Basically, once you go back to Brazil and everything, especially in that environment, that lifestyle, of course, it's like, bro, it happened with Adriano. It happens with all Brazil players. I say that their peak years are their 20s. Mm-hmm. Once they reach 30, it's done. So people say, oh, no, like, Neymar 2026. No. The last time we will see Neymar at a World Cup was in 2022.
And HH, those are the players that made us fall in love with football. That's the sad part. And now they
but that is why it's like basically, like there's a quote from Blade Runner, I don't know what it's called, where like a fire that burns twice as bright burns for half as long. So that's peak. It's freaking amazing. But better enjoyed because it's for a very short period of time. Guys, let's be real. We saw the best of Dino for arguably for 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Like Messi is 10, 15, I think it's, but those 3 years are arguably the best 3 years we've ever seen of any player in history. In history.
But my thing is, HH, why don't footballers do, what LeBron does? The amount of money he pours into to make sure his body is in tip-top shape.
Different characteristics. No, wait. I'll give you a great example. Like something similar, Allen Iverson. I would say Brazilians are like Allen Iverson.
I can see that.
Where for Brazilians, that off the field stuff is very important. Like again, Rijkaard said this. Rijkaard said that Dino had to be happy to play well.
Yeah.
If he wasn't happy and enjoying himself, he would not play well. So Dino wasn't the guy who, he'll go into the gym, work really hard. No, Dino, he had to be in a good, positive mood to play well. That's so you have to just allow him enjoy himself, put him in a good mood because that good mood will help him. He was not the consummate professional that Cristiano is, or
That's
that
what I'm saying,
LeBron James is.
because
And
when I
also,
look at-
you
when
have to
I see
understand that
those two-
the key thing as well, Elijah, is look at Brazil culture. Have you seen the woman in Brazil, the weather in Brazil, the lifestyle in Brazil, the partying in Brazil, the carnival in Brazil? That's kind of party lifestyle because it goes part and parcel. If you remove that, you take away a large element of what makes those Brazilians so good, because that's partying, carnival, happy-go-lucky kind of like lifestyle is what they bring to the pitch and helps them do the dynamic things that they freaking do.
It's
Like,
just- it's
let me
just
say,
insane
go
to me.
look at Neymar's Instagram. He likes to enjoy life.
Yeah.
He likes to party.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think like when you're active in your career, you could kind of tone that down a little bit and just focus on getting the maximum out of you. That's what Ronaldo
Have
is.
you met
No,
any
no, 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 no,
Brazilians?
but Elijah,
They're
my
built like
argument
pieces.
is that if you do that, I think you take away from a large element of what they provide to you on the pitch.
Yeah, and that's not their like LeBron is also just a special kid. I can think of just only one Brazilian player that after their retirement, like they're like Zé Roberto. If you look at pictures of Zé Roberto now, this guy's
Crazy.
This guy
It's
is
crazy.
Terminator. That's the only Brazilian player I could think of. Like I feel like in LeBron's case, it's like you need to have a different mental edge, man, to like do that.
Bro, guys, when I pull up this pic, remember that this guy is 48 years old.
Yeah.
This guy, so guys, when I pull up this pic, the pic you're going to see is of a 48-year-old man.
Yeah.
This dude is 48.
Yeah. Zé Roberto.
That is
I don't
crazy.
believe that. No, I don't believe.
Oh yeah,
that.
Shout out to him, man.
German
You
child,
see,
bro.
you see,
German
I
child.
refuse
Dude
to
played in
believe that
Germany.
this guy is 48.
He used to
played
be a
in
Bayern
Germany.
legend. He used to play for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah, for course you know.
It's
but
German
it's true.
culture.
This is
German culture.
see, what's it called? Hokage. This is rare.
Yeah.
For Brazilian, this is rare. This is rare.
That's the
What's
only
his
case.
name? What's his name? Sorry.
Zeroberto.
Zé Roberto. Yeah. Even
So-
back then, he was a pretty good player. He wasn't bad too.
He was a Brazil regular. He was a regular.
Actually, no. Someone's actually making a key point. Now. So let's look out. So Vini, Rodrigo. Do they seem different?
Yeah, to a certain degree, but
Well, Rodrigo is
yeah.
Bengali. Rodrigo's Bengali.
Okay, yeah, but he's still a bit Brazilian. But my thing is, so do you think these guys would still come 30 still be, because my thing is that maybe it's a generational thing, because I don't know, because again, I don't know. That's because remember in the 20s, these guys are focused, come 30 and everything. I'm not having fun anymore because I think
I'm just imagining Vinny fat.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it with Vinicius.
What's because I know that there's an app where you can make players fat. Actually, what do you do that app for video? Let's see what he looks like fat and everything.
Yeah.
You know, no, okay, but what's it called? Emmanuel. So, what's your take on this whole Neymar thing? Do you think he's going to end up gaining that weight, man?
Yeah, I had always wanted to ask this question. What kind of injury does he have? Because sometimes some injuries stop you from being able to exercise. And also, I've seen with Neymar, there was once a previous controversy of him looking fat. And within 2-3 weeks, dude had lost all of the fat and gotten back to fitness. And he posted that pic to like shade people who were making fun of him. So it makes me, in a sick way, I should be worried about this, but in a sick way, it also, I'm like, Neymar shouldn't care because he can just get back into fitness. But the thing is, should we be encouraging this? That's been my problem.
But the thing is that once the older you get, the harder it is to quickly get back into that fitness. You know, and also you also have to have a level of concentration and desire. So, for example, Christian Bale, for the Machinist, he was super thin, like literally super, super thin. Next, he did Batman Begins. He became super fat and everything. But he's an actor. He's at the peak of his career. So he was fully committed. Because, this is really the peak of my career right now, which was 03, 04, 05 when he did The Machinist. You could look at him in American Psycho and now look at him in Batman Begins. But for Neymar, you're 30, post 30. Does Neymar still have the desire to be like, yeah, I'm still that guy? Does he still have the hunger of like, I still want to prove myself? I don't believe so.
And
Because
AJ,
I knew that if
and
Neymar
the
doesn't win
environment,
that
the
Solar World
environment.
Cup, it's finished.
And HH,
I
especially when
think
remember like that interview Neymar had like just a year ago. He's like, I'm already growing tired of the bullshit of football and the media and the pressure. He's already tired of it. So the decline has started and it's in full swing.
And also, okay, even more so than that, like the way football is now, football has now changed. Like I said again,
really
today's football cannot. Today's football cannot have a Ronaldinho. You can't. Because in today's football, the level of training you need, the level of instructions that are given to you, the amounts of dedication, the conditioning that you're required to do is way more. Like back in the day, the luxury player no longer exists.
Yeah.
No longer exists. Neymar at PSG was a luxury player. Look at PSG now. Sorry, they're not luxury players. So that luxury player, hey, do whatever you want, vibe out, everything. No, we'll work hard because we know that luxury player may not train as much as us, but come game day, he'll win the game for us. That's how it is. In today's football right now, sorry, there's no space for a luxury player. Everyone has to work hard.
The game has become... Oh, okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, can I ask this question? Pep or Klopp, who has really changed football? Because many people talk about Pep's effect, but I also want to talk about Klopp's effect. Klopp has made fitness too necessary for football, man. Like, I have a problem with that. Like,
but you also have to be very fit for Pep's team as well.
I actually agree with
that. Yeah, but the thing with Pep's team is that he doesn't put it. You have to be fit, but most of us have to like engage with him or like see him play before we see that. With Klopp, it is pretty obvious that like, dude, you need to be like insane fit, probably twice as fit as the Pep team to play. Go to Poch.
Yeah.
Poch uses cooking Gallagher for that purpose. Cooking Gallagher can press like two players at once.
Wait.
That is so true.
Is Neymar one of the greatest players ever?
No.
On
talent, yes, but no, not
talent.
Okay, yeah, no talent,
Maybe,
but greatest players, no, like
he's not.
Like basically, I'm waiting for that retirement announcement, which is going to come soon, because it is for me. Neymar is one of the. This is what I've always said. People call me crazy, but think about it. When I say it, just think about it. Neymar is more talented than Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, but
okay.
But the thing is,
that's what I'm saying. Not say he's not more dynamic, he's not more imaginative or creative. Based on talent, skills, the attributes at your arsenal, Neymar is more talented than Neymar is one of the most talented players ever for pure talent. So so I'm sorry, if Neymar was to retire tomorrow, based on your talent, your career has been a failure.
Yeah, that's why he's proved me right. He's talented, but for me, he's overrated. To the hype that he was put on a pedestal on the pedestal. He hasn't lived up to the hype that he hasn't lived. He hasn't lived up to the hype that he was meant to fulfill. That's where, for me, he is overrated.
No. See, for me, it's weird though.
Exclude talent.
He's lived up to the hype, but he's not achieved what he needed to achieve. Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
what he did at those World Cups, what he did for Barcelona, wow, that's that dude. What he did in that PSG game, that's that dude. But this was a guy that was supposed to at least win a World Cup. He should at the very least be the best player at a World Cup. At the very least, and of course get at least 2 Copa Americas. At the very least. So the fact that you've not delivered a Copa America, you've not been the best player at a World Cup, or won a World Cup, bro, your talent level.
Was he ever undisputed best player in the world one season?
Like
undisputed.
No.
Maybe for a couple of weeks in 16, 17.
But
that's it.
But HH, one thing I will say is this game right now, this football game is very, very sad. It's become a manager's game. It's no more about the players anymore. I remember there was a time, right, where I think it was 15-16, where it was Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, and they won a full season with I think Suarez won the Pichichi and so forth. Back then, it used to be about players. It used to be about what players is playing today and so forth. Now it's very
Yeah, no.
man.
Look, it's different. Hold on, let me quickly take the
feel
Dubinsky's,
sad.
man. Hold up. From Mr. Jobman, thank you for the Dubinsky, man. Fatsad and Wegma, who's the glitzy gladiator?
Waymar, like Waymar.
Oh, wait.
Neymar, yeah.
Look,
Okay, that's nasty work. I'm not gonna lie
look.
to you.
As again, Hazard's like what Hazard did at Real Madrid. Like you can see everyone. Like I have no comments based on Hazard's Real Madrid career, bro. I have no comments.
But HH, can you pull up my AVR real quick? Kalisto sent me this, man.
Oh god.
You know how we have like YNW young boy. So I don't know how he did it, but he fused young boy and Rashford together.
Look, Kalisto is a Picasso, man. The guy's a talent, man.
He's the goat.
Shout out to Abris Ferryman. Brazilians after 29 inflates like balloons. #genetics. Look, but Abris Ferryman, look, he's not wrong. Like, I just think that there's a very rare case, but most Brazilians after 29, fat tax. Like, guys, I don't understand. When Neymar comes back to football to do what? I think that Neymar is going to be motivated to get in shape to win a Saudi Pro League trophy. What? Come on, bro. Like, apparently the guy has like 3,000 servants. He can do anything he wants. Do you think he's going to be like, yeah, let me get in peak physical condition to win a Saudi Pro League trophy? No. So my thing is that pick may not be real. By the time Neymar gets back onto that pitch, the guy is going to look heavier. 100%. And he's also only going to get... So do you really believe that Neymar in his downtime is trying to keep in shape for Al Hilal? No disrespect.
No chance.
No disrespect. So you think that he's in his downtime, he's trying to not party, eat food, enjoy life because he wants to be in peak condition for Al Hilal. Come on.
I don't even think they need him to win the title. I think they're the best team this year.
No. It's all a whole period. Like I told you, like for Neymar, this is the beginning of the end. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of the end, man. So and it is what it is, because people will say, look, it's the generation he was in, the place he was surrounded with. Marquinhos is a bomb. Ozil is a bomb. All that could be true, but like Wikipedia is harsh, man. Like if you retire now with no World Cup, you can't sit at the same table as R9, Dini, Romario, Rivaldo, Pele, Garrincha. Those you just can't. You just can't. So who here thinks he'll be in 2026 World Cup?
No chance. No chance.
He won't.
He won't.
Elijah Jones.
No, I'm saying he won't survive Vegas. He won't survive New York.
Oh my
He won't.
bro, if he came to 2026, the controversy, bro, he's gonna do.
HH.
Oh my god!
All that pizza he's gonna eat. You think he? Nah.
Yeah.
Yo, Chicago pizza.
Let's be
Deep dish.
No, but actually, did you know what's so crazy? Though?
The Philly cheesesteak.
If there was a World Cup tailor-made for Neymar, it would be the America World Cup.
Yeah.
Because when you just think of like the Brazil population, they're just the glitz of America. Let's see. If only like Neymar was in his 20s for the America World Cup, I just can't see like a 33-year-old Neymar at a World Cup. I can't envision it. But that would be the perfect World Cup for him. A World Cup in America.
Cristiano got to get it. Cristiano, that US World Cup, he has to get that World Cup.
All right. Okay. You know what? Guys, one love, peace. I'll see you guys on the Monday members hangar, guys. Peace out.
bye.